Hello everyone, welcome to another My Life in Objects. So I was going through our sort of section on our bookshelf with the music books that we have, or books that are related to bands and artists. And I found this, which I bought way back in 1981 when it came out, Queen's Greatest Picks. I suppose it was an accompaniment to the Queen's Greatest Hits release that had recently come out around that time. So I thought I'd have a flick through this. It's bringing a big smile back to my face. Yeah, there you go. First published in 1981. I suspect I probably bought this with some of my first wages. My first job, working in a preparations lab for a company that made microbiological test kits for Enterobacteriaceae, and I worked in the preparation lab that was attached to the production department. And I was trying to think then, I think we got around £60 a week. This was in the UK. Before tax, which went down to about 40 something after tax. And I was looking at the price of this book, that's what made me think of it, and it was £3.95. Now, there's some great photos in here, and what's nice about it is, when you think about these books, the great thing with this is, of course, we've way before the internet. So really this was how you got to see maybe photos that you were aware of because they turned up on various promotional releases or even on albums or other things. Maybe you'd seen photos back when record stores, you could go in and you could buy sets of photos. And also something we were talking about, me and my wife the other day, was in music magazines there used to be adverts for photographers selling photo sets as well. So it's great when you had books like this that sort of brought all that together. Now, as well as the wonderful photos in here, there's some great biographical blurb as well by various people, which also, pre-internet, was really how you found out, the backstory to your favourite band, apart from, I suppose, talking to friends, or if you were, voraciously reading music magazines every week. This really was the best way to find out the backstory behind your favourite band. And with this, what a great way for me to do that as a big Queen fan back at the time. And of course, also when you bought this, you recognised a lot of these as being classic promotional photos or stills from video shoots or live from concerts, stuff like that. I remember that classic backline with the lights around the time of the release of the live album as well, with the sort of white, red and green colours. And then more sort of contributions here. I don't think the book really has like a continuous chronological story in it as such. It seems to be just contributions from various writers and DJs and people who knew Queen pretty well or involved with the band in some way. So So it's a really nice selection of stuff that's collected together. And I don't know how easily available this is anymore. Is that Maradona there? Not sure. Possibly. It's just looking. Spain and Portugal. Not sure. I don't know where the section here is. There doesn't seem to be. Some of these books, they'll have a quite good breakdown of the photos and who was in them. It's a sort of classic Freddy pose where he's sort of throwing out, I suppose that's like a cup of liquid out into the audience. It looks like maybe the photos are broadly chronological. And then the other thing here, which is rather nice, often it was these sort of books, was really the only way, if you didn't know a lot about the band's back catalogue, is to find out, all that information. So yeah, this goes all the way up to Flash Gordon. And what's interesting is that I was fairly familiar with the singles, but it was stuff like this that was always interesting to find out about. I have this album, Fun in Space. So judging by the date here, yeah, I definitely would have purchased this after I started work. Because, yeah, that date there, April 81. So I was just trying to think, I don't think I got the results of my exams by then. Yeah, I'm not sure, but I've got a feeling I didn't buy this book until I started work. I was just trying to think when I went for my job interview. Because I would have been sitting exams in, I suppose, April, May, yeah, so May time. So I'm wondering how long it took them to put this book together. I'm assuming they'd started it before the release of some of this stuff. Yeah, so I thought I'd share that. Lovely book. So Queen's Greatest Picks. Thanks once again for watching. Bye for now. And I will catch you in a future video.